Construction Review, Africa's leading construction journal. In this week's news, East Africa's largest shopping mall in the offing, Nigeria awards $1.8 billion road contract, Mozambique's bridge over Zambezi to be completed in 2014, Gambia's $3 million new cargo complex launched, and finally, $38 million Nacala corridor contract awarded to Kens. Welcome, I am Yvonne Andivo. We begin this week's bulletin in Kenya, where a groundbreaking ceremony was held recently for the Garden City Shopping Mall in Nairobi, setting stage for the opening of East Africa's largest shopping mall by November 2014. The $250 million project is being developed by London-based private equity firm Actix. The 32-acre development will consist of a 50,000-meter-square shopping mall, 500 housing units, and a 4-acre central park with an outdoor house arena for staging events. Garden City will be home to about 120 local and international retail brands, many of them opening their outlets in Kenya for the first time. Garden City becomes the latest real estate development along the new Nairobi Thika superhighway. Other notable firms that have eyed investment along the highway include European furniture chain IKEA, Nakumatt and Uchumi supermarkets, as well as the Pepsi company, which is putting up a $2.4 billion bottling plant. Over to Nigeria. The Nigerian government has awarded a contract of over $1.8 billion to the Chinese construction companies for the extension of the Kefi-Lafia dual carriageway through Markrudi to Oturko, up to 9th Mile in Enugu. The federal government also concluded arrangement for the completion of the East-West Road project extension from Oran down to Calabar in Cross River State, which is to be executed through external funding from the Chinese Export and Import Bank. The government has engaged with China Harbour Company, which is interested in investing in the building of road infrastructure in the country on direct funding through the public-private partnership opportunities made available by the federal government. China Harbour Engineering Limited is also participating in the public-private partnership bid for the expansion and the modernization of the access road to Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. And over to Mozambique. Corridor Logístico Integrado do Nacala, CLIN, has awarded Kens engineers and contractors the $38 million contract to build the Nacala Corridor project in northern Mozambique. CLIN is a joint venture between VAL Mozambique and Mozambique's Port and Railway Authority. Upon completion in November next year, the 912-kilometer railway corridor project will provide a logistic solution for the transportation of coal mined at Moatize in the Tete province to the maritime terminal in Nacala. Kens engineers and constructors have been constructed to undertake the structural, mechanical, electrical and instrumentation erection and to provide commissioning assistance required to build the main stockyard equipment. It will also erect 13 kilometers of interconnecting belt conveyors as well as assemble and install about 14,000 tons of equipment including tipplers, stators, reclaimers and ship loaders. The construction of the new bridge crossing the Zambezi River in Tete City is on schedule to be completed by September next year. According to the director of the consortium, George Valerio, constructing the bridge's deck will be completed by October, after which guardrails, lighting and paving will be installed. Over 30 families will move to the newly built houses elsewhere in the city to make way for the bridge's access roads under a scheme recently inaugurated by the National Roads Administration (ANE). The new bridge, about 6 kilometers downstream from the existing Samora Machel Bridge, will link Tete City to the district of Moatize, which is the center of the country's coal mining industry. The bridge will help to overcome the problem of congestion on the Samora Machel Bridge. It will also increase the flow of goods to and from neighboring countries, particularly Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Zambia. And finally, in Gambia, the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Isatu Njie Saidi, has laid foundation stone for the new project of trade facilitation through increased logistics, infrastructure and services worth $3 million at Banjul International Airport. The Vice President said the project is a significant milestone on the development of the country, as it will include the construction of a cargo complex with modern equipment at the airport. The project includes a civil works component for a warehouse that will be furnished with cold storage and other facilities to handle air cargo. The Gambian leader told participants that the project was hatched through the Enhanced Integrated Framework EIF Tier 2, which seeks to increase participation in international trade, thereby improving livelihoods in tourism, horticulture, and fisheries export subsector. Thank you so much for choosing to watch Construction Review News. For more news, the digital version of our print edition, a directory, and much more on the construction industry in Africa, please visit www.constructionreviewonline.com. Until next week, I'm Yvonne.